Welcome to the channel. Well, you guys are going to help me pack in my standard 18 by 15 by 8 backpack. Rudy and I are heading to Hawaii and Alaska for 19 days. Yep, you heard me. 19 days. So we're going to do this together. If it doesn't fit in the backpack, my motto, it can't go. So again, that's two different climates. Hawaii in the upper, we're leaving the end of September, back the 18th, 19th of October. So the climate, I'd say in the 80s for Hawaii and mid 40s for Alaska. So you can see my dilemma. So let's get started. What happens first is I always wear the heaviest things on the airplane. So having said that, that's a hat, scarf, that might end up being two hats, two scarves, and of course gloves. So have that. Don't need to pack that. So we could drop it right there on the floor. I'll get that later. And then of course I have my little jacket that I can put on with the top. Have a pair of pants, or actually they're workout pants, your stretch pants. So I have those guys so I can interchange. What happens with me is I try to stay down to 2 color categories, no more than 3. That way, whatever you wear, you can interchange and coordinate. So if I do need another hat on or whatever, or maybe it's incredibly cold, then guess what? Off with the glasses for a moment. Now we have something for the neck. So how ingenious of me. So you see what I'm working with. Now, one last thing I want to share with you guys. We are so excited about we've just launched our Snowbird Travelers t-shirts. I did put the link down. I am offering 10% off from now through mid-September on the shirts. So they're fabulous. They're either Snowbird Traveler shirts. Even if you're not a snowbirder, you're a traveler, they would work. As well as the Jazz Lover shirt. So we do have that. So definitely go down in the description and you can definitely hit that link and see what we have to offer in our channel for that, or at our store. So now that you see what's going on, let's get busy. One last thing. These are my little hiking boots, comfortable boots for winter. So I'm going to put those on the floor too. Those are the things, once again, that I am wearing on the plane, so I don't have to pack it. So again, let's count it out. I have a basic sweater, cardigan. And then, remember those pants? I can wear those same pant with it, or workout pants. Or either I have a basic pair of pants as well. And that is also could be an outfit. So again, I'm up to 2 days already with the pants that I wore on the plane, as I mentioned before. And then, of course, with the new pair of pants. So also I have these little stretch guys. It actually goes with this particular shirt. So that is, I think, wardrobe number 3, outfit 3. So now here we go. I have the stretch pants. So guess what? Remember this guy? I can put the stretch pants on with the cardigan. And then guess what? I can put the pant with the tunic top. So again, I don't know about, you're counting with me. I'm on a roll so far. Now also, I have this little cute guy that I can wear, again, with any of the pants I just showed you so far. So we're going to do that. I'm going to just fold it a little bit. And then I have an additional pair of pants. So I have these pants. I'm probably up to 6 to 7 different days right here. Now I'm going to take some basic black, and these again are dual purpose. I like to typically work out in the morning after breakfast. So again, but if you noticed before with the shirts, that's 4 pair of these. I'm gonna wear these one day, the next day, the other day. Then I can usually wash things out while I'm in the shower or in the bathroom where the sink is. So that's fabulous. Then, of course, these are a must go anywhere I go because they're super comfortable, easy to wear, uh, super easy to pack. And again, these are my caftans. So I usually take about 2 or 3 of those. And as you can see, I can fold them, I can ball them up, I can do so many things. They don't really get wrinkled or anything like that. So let's start putting it in. Let's start putting them in. So here we go. I'm going to put this guy in. I am super, super confident. I'm up to a good 10 outfits. And then, like I said, we'll be there 19 days. Not counting the 19th day because that's back travel day. So again, whatever I did wear on the plane going to Vancouver, I'm going to wear it back. So you can see possibly that, yeah, I am actually folding it into my backpack. So that's it for that for now. Now, I typically wear a little something like a house coat, little robe. So I'm going to wear that. I typically don't wear house shoes. I like socks. My feet stay cold, so I usually wear socks to bed. And then when I get up and put my feet on the floor, I have those. I also have undies. So we're going to just pile that in. I typically use my shoes for last, and I can scooch those in wherever they fit. Now, for example, if I were to take a medicine bag or something I would put meds in, toothpaste, toothbrush, lotion, things of that nature, and of course just 1 pair of sandals will do for Hawaii. Then while I'm on the treadmill or walking, hiking, whatever I'm doing in Hawaii, have my tennis shoes. So here we go. This is the last one of that. I've got room to spare. I don't know. I am certain I'm going to definitely, I forgot something, and I'm not going to leave the camera right now, but my swimming suit and a something to put over it. So that I have more than enough space. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and zip this guy up. And I have been using this guy for about a long time. In fact, we got this for free while we were on the Smooth Jazz Cruise. So this is one of the gifts we received. So I'm going to just put this over here now. But I just want to talk with you about something critically important. I'm not a fanny pack girl, but I see some of the guys, I see some of the girls, whatever you are, I love my crossbody bag. What could happen here is I always use, it has compartments galore. This is great for passports. Now, my favorite, global entry. This also works with TSA. So if we're doing domestic, if we're doing international, we go to the head of the line. And I think you may, or hopefully you're not, at the end of the line, especially coming through customs. That can take easily an hour or more. So what I'll do now is just slip this in the back here. And actually I have enough room for the phone. It goes back there as well. I can put my lipsticks in one of the pouches. I can put, I put my itinerary in one of the pouches here. Whatever I need to grab, I put in here. Now also with the backpack, I have additional zippers on here. So say for instance an overnight flight and I need medication or I need something for coughing, I need cough drops, I need whatever I need. That goes here. That way, because if you remember, this is going to be stowed underneath the seat in front of me. So again, I want to be able to make that easy, accessible for my comfort. And so then I'll just zip that bag. So then that's good and done with. Now also there's things, I'm going to just incorporate this. We talked about the passports. Global entry is something if you do not have, it's a 5-year plan where you just domestically, you just go to the front of the line when you're going through customs, or if you're going through where you have to put your items on the conveyor belt. So it just, you don't have to take your shoes off, your belts off, your hats off, your coats off. It just makes it simple because I just want to get straight to where I'm getting ready to board the plane. And that can take another hour, half an hour, whatever, if I don't have global entry and TSA, pre-TSA check. So that's something you definitely want to Google and get that as soon as you can. I think it's $120. And if you do have some travel cards, I know Amex has it. I have an Amex. I have a IHG, and I actually get a statement credit back once when I do use that. So if I use it with the card, I'll be reimbursed. I think that's critically important. Visas. Typically, you can get your visa prior to getting on the plane, but I usually the countries we do go to will allow you, once you go through customs, you just pay the $40 to $25, whatever it is, unless you want multiple entry, especially for Africa, it's like $100. But you make that determination, you know how long you're going to stay. You can do that right there at, I want to call it a check-in counter kind of a thing. But your visas is already done. Now, when you get a moment, take your phone, make a copy of your passport, make a copy of your visa, things of that nature, because Lord knows if anything happened to your passport, your ID, your visas, it's a bit of a headache, and we want things to be as seamless as possible when you're traveling. Make sure you have your debit card or your travel card, that once you go into any countries that American money or the US dollar is not the currency. So you want to be able to, like when you go to Thailand, you go to Africa, the various countries that have different money than us, then you want to make sure you get enough out, because sometimes it can be a 3% transaction fee when you're there in the country, plus your card may also charge you a 3% fee on there for transactions. So do a little knowing what you're going to do, because if you're riding buses, if you're buying touristy things for gifts, things of that nature, food, you're going to need cash. They don't take credit cards. So you want to make sure you save time on not going to the ATM machine, withdrawing money. So those are critically important. But if you do have transaction fees, you may want to look into the Charles Schwab debit card, because they will reimburse you for that. But my credit cards, I don't need to even be reimbursed. They don't charge me. Like I said, I use Amex, and I do have a link for IHG card. So many great points and perks on that one. Also, something you never think about, emergency numbers. If something were to happen to you and a loved one or whatever, you're going to be devastated if you can't call 911 when you're in Africa or Thailand. So do know or wherever you're going outside of the U.S., you're going to need to know what is their emergency number. Hopefully, you're also leaving your itinerary with a loved one or someone that is back at home, your state, your country. you're going to want to know that. Notify your bank. I know my cards with my Chase cards. I never have to let them know, oh, by the way, I'm going out of the country. They know. They give me a great, they already know. And then with my phone services, uh, I usually go with Spectrum as one of our phone providers, and they will let us know, oh, it's 40 cent or something like that. And I rarely use it, but again, I do have that option of if I did need to use it, if I did need to make an emergency phone call, you can use your WhatsApp. So make sure you download that app as well. That way, those are free calls. To and from. So someone can call you, you can call them. Also, Facebook, I think they still have Messenger, free call in and out. So you have that little bit extra. Medications. I remember being in Dubai and we had a hurricane back in Florida when I lived in Florida, and we had to stay another 5 days. I was in trouble. I ran out of a prescription. I had to see a doctor while I was there. Best experience of my life, 20 minutes in and out. But again, you want to make sure that you're prepared for the what ifs, what could happen. Travel insurance will make that easy peasy because, again, you won't have to pay for the hotel accommodations. And if you do, you're going to be reimbursed. They will change your airfare itinerary for you. If there's a cost, you will be reimbursed. So you got to have those. Also carry a small little compact first aid kit. You never know, it may come in handy. Uh, you just don't know. You want your phone charger, and you want your adapters. This guy is like my go-to. I think I got it on Amazon, and it is a charger for every country. So wherever I am, we can use this for wherever we are. So again, I always have a way to have a charge phone. So critical. I don't have to look for a Starbucks or whatever they might have that has free Wi-Fi. So this is great. I don't think it was more than between $25 and $35, something like that. But this always fits in my zipper in the front where I can grab this in case it's running short of charge. So again, also speaking of that, get the adapter. The adapter, put it right on your phone. Charges up quick. So that's another thing that you definitely want to have. Know your weather. Know your weather. Like I said, we're going to Hawaii. I already know. I said, what is it going to be in October? Mid-80s. What's it going to be in Alaska? Okay, 40s. I'm like, okay, so I'm ready for that. For those of you that just would need more than a backpack, you can get scale, something that can measure your luggage if you just have to take a luggage. So you want to make sure you meet those guidelines. So again, it's all about timing and ease of travel for me. So I want to know, hey, is that for more than 50 pounds? If it's more than 50 pounds, you typically are going to pay a little extra for that. So I like to know what's going on before I get to the airport. I'm really speaking about Rudy, not me. Because definitely I am using my backpack. He doesn't. Another thing I found when we were in Thailand, Africa, sometimes you don't have toilet paper. You want to take a little pack of toilet paper or either wipes with you. I think they're disposable wipes, or sanitation type things when you're on the plane. In your room, you want to do a little cleanup, just a little wipe over. You want to have that. That's critically important. And also, sometimes you have to pay to use that bathroom. So that's when, you need to have their currency. You need to have some coins or dollars in their currency so you can do those things. You don't want any embarrassing moments. Also, speaking of Thailand, Africa, face cloths, face towels. They have bath towels. They have hand towels, face towels. Like face towels. So maybe just put one in your luggage. That way you definitely have that as well. Um, Jewelry. You want maybe put some of your jewelry in a small container. They have cute little containers nowadays. Uh, there is also maybe if you're swimming or you're in the boat or canoe or whatever and your phone falls out temporarily, you want to make sure you have something that is waterproof for your phone. So again, these are really small items. Put them in your backpack or make sure you have them somewhere close to you. They also have something called, like, the water can be contaminated in various places. There's a, I think it's called an iodine tablet. Put a pill in the water while it is fresh. I usually don't have to be bothered with that. I'll always take water with me when we're leaving the resort or the hotel or whatever, but just in case. And also, I usually take a 32 ounce, 16 ounce at least, water, reusable water container. You see at the airports, you can actually fill them up. Dubai and some of the other places actually have free ones right on the road, on the street, by the malls, wherever you'll pop up there, you'll see something that says you can get free water. So you want to take advantage of those things. So you want to make sure when you're traveling, you do have that. Guys, as always, it's an absolute blessing to be able to share with you my personal experiences, and do share your personal experiences too. Maybe it was something that I should have known, or maybe I don't know, that you can help me with, or maybe it's something you want to know that possibly I do know. So please write in the comments what's missing. What do you need to know? I'm sure I know it, or if I don't know it, I'll find it. But also, like I said, it's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure and a blessing to chat with you guys. So be sure to subscribe. If there's any content in here, you go, oh, that was good. Okay, that was good. So, and also watch the videos and some of the shorts and things of that nature. And again, I look forward to talking with you very, very soon. God bless, and happy travels.